food supply and Bitolna transportation unless Angan leaders meet with Central Province leaders tomorrow to find a solution to this conflict.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday.
Okay, Monday all by start off.
Monday.
That's what all. Total. Lo stop him car. Lo Salem buai daga. All by Salem lo there's side. La loki bridge na come all by Salem, but by no now come inside lo city. So people want them car all can come inside lo ya. Buy him kai blow one them free. Na karemigo kai finish come. Me no lo come na. Karemigo na Salem.
In response, Governor Rufina Peter said there's always a reason behind every conflict, and she wanted the Goilala youths to refrain from creating problems that would affect the innocent men, women and children. However, she said her office will organize the meeting on Saturday for all Goilala community leaders.
Nabunglo wanem happily agree. Then by me harim you plug good. Ino lo you plata solva dogata marpla leaders. Me talk lo Goilala leaders. Along the highway here, na inside lo NCD too. One and Tintin straight you plug.
Meanwhile, Central Province Police Commander, Senior Inspector Joseph Saleh, appealed to the Brown River community to ensure the Hiritano Highway must be free for public to use.
So me talk finish national highway. Time you me like what block now? You me give him talk right long. Government lives in force like coming. So instead of you cross one them old man, you cross on them state again, government, and police by coming again. And what look me like you look like.
PPC Saleh also said that the Waigani killing case is currently a police case, and he appealed to the general public who have any information that can help the police in the investigation to come forward. Meanwhile, Member for Iri Koyari, Kate Eru, has appealed to the police minister to provide suitable resources for police to conduct investigations and arrest the perpetrators over the killing at Waigani. During the meeting with Brown River community yesterday, the Goilala youths were discouraged to cause any further issues that may disturb the police investigation into the deaths that have occurred. Hiri Koyari MP Kit Iru has discouraged the plan to block the highway, stating that more innocent people from Kairuku and Gulf will be affected. Hence, he called on police to prioritize the investigation into the conflict and provide results that will calm the disgruntled groups.
Appeal to the good police minister to accept every resource na facility or capacity of police lor kama mo sampla investigation na answers lor people do yumi lor. Well, allow one time. Well, engatu lo na plasay no tamol koroka. People of now families were grieving at this time.
Kairuku MP Peter Eso Aimo also shared the same sentiment.
Member blow yumi lo hiri koyari na miyet o sem mi one blow yupla. Mi appeal o sem yumi larim police investigate na finding best how yumi can solve him this problem.
Meanwhile, through police investigation and reports, PPC Joseph Saleh corrected the misinformation of the conflict circulating on social media, stating that 9 lives were lost as a result of the ethnic clash at Waigani.
Social media, all big him government all report. So now me play so you got 4 blood died, so na 4 blood died, so Mr. 1 blood Wabek, 2 blood Golela, 1 blood Goloka, 1 blood Mama, I want to pick in him. So 4 blood died to solo. This time long Waigani and 4 blood died to. No.
American software company SolarWinds will partner with Daltron to provide information technology services in Papua New Guinea.
The American firm sees potential in PNG market. SolarWinds aim to provide tools for businesses to monitor, manage and secure their networks, systems and IT infrastructure. SolarWinds Solutions Engineering Manager Peter Lee gave a keynote speech in front of IT specialists from IT departments in various organizations who were present.
So a part of their challenges that they're actually going through, but they're seeing the potential of being able to solve bigger challenges by expanding their investment with the SolarWinds platform they already invested in. So I see a lot of potential in the PNG market, and there's a lot of enthusiasm among the people that I had a chat with that this can really help the problems they're actually experiencing which is solving the IT observability, the challenges that many organizations are going through.
Assistant General Manager for Daltron, Shehan Zair, said partnership is a significant milestone for them.
Modern era where cybersecurity is very important. So monitoring your network is very important to any organizations in any part of the world. So SolarWinds is brought by Deltron and will be available for all Papua New Guinean organizations at any given time.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
BSP held its annual general meeting in Port Moresby today. During the meeting, the shareholders, such as Mineral Resources Holding and others, questioned the board on the replacement of the iconic Kundu drum logo.
Apart from the main business conducted at the BSP's AGM this morning, there were queries raised by MRDC, who is the fourth largest shareholder of the bank. MRDC Deputy CEO John Taum questioned BSP Chairman and the Board of Directors and suggested that the 3 Kundu drums must be restored as the logo.
And BSP has always been the 3 Kundus and the green color. I love this green color. The Kundus are missing. And now it's breaking our heart. We have been foundation shareholders, and through your largest shareholders are Pogora, your largest businesses in PNG, and this is our identity.
Mr. Bradshaw responded on behalf of the board. He said it was about being inclusive.
The dream was that one day this bank that they started in a small office in PNG would be the Bank of the South Pacific. We used to be PNG, now we start throughout the Pacific. Sorry, I'm mixing things in a bit. There's 6 other Pacific Island countries. So BSP is no longer just a domestic PNG bank now. We're a regional bank with aspirations to be an international bank.
A private investor, Connie Korakan, also supported MRDC and demanded that the new logo be replaced. Meanwhile, the business of the day saw re-election of Ms. Donna Cooper and Patricia Taureka as directors. Financial reports of 2024 were also reviewed at the AGM. CEO Mark Robinson thanked staff, the board and shareholders for BSP's continuous progress.
In the case of PNG, we account for a significant portion of the income tax received by the government. The people behind BSP are, of course, our greatest asset.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
After months of negotiation, the Nurses Industrial Awards have been signed between the state and the PNG Nurses Association in Port Moresby today.
Department of Personal Management Secretary Tai Sansan congratulated the parties involved in the negotiation process, stating that the 3-year agreement commenced on January 2025 to 2027.
So as we all know, the last MOA for the nurses was from 2021 to 2023. And you may also know that this agreement expired and has not been renewed since then. However, upon the expiry, we all know that the current terms continue. So the nurses have been, benefiting since the expiry up until now, until we will sign this new agreement now.
She said the agreement is a testament to the enduring partnership between the government and the nursing profession.
This agreement, the new agreement, builds upon the foundation laid by the previous agreements, reinforcing our shared commitment to improving the terms and conditions of employment of nurses and recognizing the invaluable contributions of our nurses.
PNG Nurses Association President Frederick Kebai thanked the government and appealed to the nurses to perform their roles with passion in appreciation to the government of these awards.
This award sets new standards for our nursing workforce, ensuring improved working conditions, fair remuneration, and greater job security. It provides a clear framework that not only benefits our nurses, but also strengthens our institution and enhances the quality of health service delivered to our communities.
Mr. Kebai stated that this MOA will serve as a reminder of working in collaboration to deliver best services to the people. National Department of Health Acting Secretary Ken Wai explained the importance of the nurses' role, stating that they deserve to be rewarded for their hard work.
You get whatever you are supposed to be getting based on the agreement and the award.
It is noted that in the MOA, there is an increase in the domestic allowances, uniform allowances, rural nursing attraction allowances, and others. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The renewal of the Central Provincial Physical Planning Board took place today in Port Moresby. The renewal of this board marks a new chapter in Central Province's development journey.
With strengthened administration and close collaboration, the Department of Lands and Physical Planning is confident that the board will make fair, sustainable and forward-thinking decisions for the people. Governor for Central Province, Rufina Peter, congratulated the newly sworn-in board members and said they have been entrusted with a profound responsibility.
Your mandate goes beyond technical assessments and land zoning. You are now custodians of how our communities will grow.
Governor Rufina urged them to uphold the principles of integrity, transparency and community-centered planning. Minister for Lands and Physical Planning, John Rosso, said the department will support Central Province in achieving its goals and dreams.
And in Central Province, I'd like to clarify that Lands Department is here to support Central Province in achieving its ambitions, its obligations, and to protect its land. The Lands Department is here to facilitate and work in partnership with the Central Province people to ensure this happens.
However, Mr. Rosso said he needs commitment and dedication from the newly sworn-in board members to carry out efficient work in Central Province.
But whilst managing your own affairs, the onus of responsibility and dedication is very, very high too, because the power now rests with you. The power now rests with you to deliberate, to facilitate and manage the affairs of Central Province.
The program concluded with the signing of Memorandum of Understanding. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja ya? Yum.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you.
And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
We have the Valuations Act 1967. Now, that becomes an issue.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we look at the valuation industry in Papua New Guinea.
So with that, for customary landowners, it is very important that they have to get their lands registered at Lands Department. Having the ILG for their land is very important.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National EMTV News. The installation of the first new resident judge for Hela Province was officiated today by Chief Justice Segib Salika.
Among the guests was Prime Minister James Marape. Several ministers and departmental heads were there to attend the event. The announcement was made in front of the people of Hela Province in Tari Town today. The Chief Justice, Segib Salika, before handing over the duties to the new resident judge, called on the people to work together with the justice sector.
I bestow you as the next Judge Administrator for the Hela Province. I'm sure you will do well here.
He said, although there were law enforcers in the province, people are encouraged to practice good virtues and stay out of trouble. Hela Provincial Member Philip Undialu said this marks a milestone event in Hela Province as they have been without a resident judge for so many years. Justice Kostopoulos has been in the country for the last 12 years. In his remarks, he said he wanted to serve in Hela Province.
I'm here to do justice. I'm here to honour and serve. I'm your servant in the Hela Province.
Prime Minister James Marape welcomed Justice Kostopoulos to his province.
And I want to say welcome to Tari as a local member. It gives me great pleasure to see you taking a post here.
He also thanked Segib Salika for allowing the judge to be in the province. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
As Pogora Gold Mine enters its 20 years operation phase, the Anga provincial members say Peter Ipatas has condemned the acts of violence in his province, calling on local leaders and communities to consider the long-term implications of their actions.
In his visit to Payam Secondary School, Se Ipatas appealed to the people of Pogora, particularly tribal leaders and warlords, to reflect on the true cost of continued violence. He questioned them, challenging the logic behind the constant tribal conflicts that have plagued the area. Se Ipatas expressed concern over the wasted potential of Pogora area due to lawlessness. He emphasized that if people did not change their mindset and keep on fighting, they destroyed the services meant to serve them. Ipatas urged students to focus on education and be part of the solution rather than continuing the cycles of violence that undermine development efforts. Meanwhile, New Pogora Limited Community Relations and Service Manager Trevor Livasist echoed Ipatas' call for peace and collaboration. Se Ipatas said, as Pogora prepares for a major restart of the mining operations, which promise economic benefits but also requires peace and cooperation among local stakeholders. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Meanwhile, Sir Peter Ipatas calls for principled leadership in Maip Molitaka LLG and Pogora Payala district, urging the people of Pogora Payala to elect leaders who reside in their communities so they can better serve them. He also confirmed that the hostages remain unarmed.
Following Ipatas' visit to Pogora Payala district recently, He reaffirmed his commitment to grassroots development and urged voters to choose leaders with genuine connections to their communities. After visiting Mulitaka High School, Ipatas later addressed students and community members at Polalip Primary School by pledging 200,000 kina to support the school's development needs. He reflected on his own track record, noting that his 28 years of leadership have been driven by a genuine commitment to services and not personal gain. He stressed that his dedication comes from being freely elected by the people. His remarks comes as the district prepares for the upcoming LLG elections and the anticipated by-election for the Pogora Paila open seat. Se Ipata's message was a strong call for political integrity and long-term vision in leadership, a timely reminder for people of Enga province as they prepare to cast their votes. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Communities in Medang Town have been educated on the signs and impacts of child abuse and the importance of good parenting.
As part of the students' practical, the program focused on child abuse and the importance of positive parenting. The department president Rana Pagasa said child abuse is one of the fastest growing and most serious problems affecting children in Papua New Guinea today.
Basically, we talked about child abuses. There are three different types of abuses that we talked about. Number one, we talked about physical abuse. Number two, we talked about emotional abuse. Number three, we talked about sexual abuse, and also we discussed about neglect.
He said they also promoted positive parenting styles that support healthy child development and called on the community to speak up and take action against abuse. The students believe that real change begins with children, starting within the home and spreading across the community. Their key message was clear: protect the rights and well-being of every child to build a better future for Papua New Guinea. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
5 secondary schools in Jiwaka province received computer donations from PNG Dataco to advance their digital teaching and learning.
Jiwaka Provincial Education Board Chairman Mr. Andrew Cook acknowledged PNG Dataco for supporting the 5 secondary schools of Anglimp Secondary School, Kujip Nazarene Secondary School, Barnes Lutheran Secondary School, Fatima Catholic Mission Secondary School, and Means Secondary School. Chairman of PNG Dataco, Dr. Thomas Webster, said, the world has already been transformed into the digital era, and it is important that students and teachers move with the technology changes. Dr. Webster said Jiwaka Province was fortunate to partner with PNG Dataco in developing a digital environment. Dr. Webster thanked Jiwaka Provincial Government for supporting all schools with internet connection, computers and laptops to improve teaching and learning. He said Dataco vision is to partner with communities to ensure all citizens access the internet in the future. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Since its inception in 2013, Kama Scholars Foundation has implemented life-changing initiatives across Chimbu. This commitment was demonstrated recently during the opening of a new library and resource center in Gomini District.
This milestone achievement marks a transformative development for the Digine community. The foundation is committed to improving education infrastructure and opportunities in rural areas of Papua New Guinea. In partnership with the Department of National Planning, this facility provides a conducive and empowering learning environment for students, school leavers, and youths in the community. Director of Kama Scholars Foundation, Dr. Bal Kama, said education is the greatest tool for transformation, and this facility is a symbol of hope, of access, and of the value placed on students. Digina Junior High School Principal Anna Joe thanked the Department of National Planning and Kama Scholar Foundation for prioritizing development in rural areas and in delivering a high-quality education infrastructure that will empower academic excellence in local students. The foundation initiatives include scholarship programs, medical outreach, infrastructure projects, and youth mentorship programs. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the next fund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2441 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2366 US, $0.3665 Australian dollars, 0.2018 euro, and 33.66 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copper closed unchanged, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed lower. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hena, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Join us weekly on EMTV News, A Closer Look, their current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
Healing to all the residents.
business,
They launched its VPN.
politics,
To infiltrate into our systems.
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
I know that every man, woman, and child of our new nation shares this moment of pride and happiness.
EMTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
You're watching National EMTV News. Now moving to overseas news. Bakeries in Gaza have started to reopen as a small number of aid deliveries make it into the war-ravaged Strip.
4 days into Israel partially lifting its humanitarian blockade of Gaza, and there are some promising signs. But of course, it's all relative considering just how dire the humanitarian situation is in the Strip. The ovens of this bakery in Deir al-Balah have been switched on a month and a half after they were shut down, and bread is starting to be produced once more. It's been possible because a delivery of flour made it to central Gaza and into the World Food Programme's hands, the first shipment in more than 11 weeks.
And the bread is already a staple in Gaza, but symbolically, the smell of a fresh bread is the smell of hope. So we hope that, borders, we appeal for the borders to remain open, the crossings to remain open, and then we are able to bring more humanitarian aid to assist everyone here.
Israel has committed to allowing a small amount of aid in, but it's far less than what humanitarian agencies are demanding. And there are also delays. Trucks which make it across the border at Kerem Shalom, southern Israel, drop off their supplies on the Gaza side of the fence and then they return to Israel. It's up to organisations operating inside the Strip to then pick it up and distribute it. And there have been concerns about the safety on those routes, both from fighting and from looting. Desperate Palestinians are trying to get access to what they can from the existing dwindling supplies. The impact of the food shortages is becoming devastatingly clear.
We had info that more than 29 young children, infants and elderly lost their life because of starvation-related issues.
The Palestinian Red Crescent Society is warning that the aid blockade is not only fueling starvation, it's also causing safety risks. The president of the organisation saying that mobs are attacking aid convoys and that fuel is in such short supply that many of his organisation's ambulances can't take to the road.
Global powers are now circling themselves for greater control of the Arctic Circle. Its fossil fuels minerals are becoming more accessible as polar ice melts.
The world is changing before our eyes. Global warming and with it global politics. The race for the Arctic is on.
This melting ice in the Arctic opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Global powers know it and they're hungry for it. Russia, North America, European countries, they border the Arctic. China is hardly known as an Arctic power, but it's determined to become one.
China, like everyone else, wants the oil, gas and minerals now easier to get at here. It dreams of new trade routes too, massively shortening travel distance between Asia and Europe. Inside the Arctic Circle, this Norwegian town hopes to be the first European port Chinese ships of the future will stop at. But they're also wary of Beijing.
When I became mayor October 2023, the first thing that happened was that 3 delegations from China came knocking on my door. They want to be a polar superpower. We want a relationship to China, but we do not want to be dependent on China.
With the European Arctic giving Beijing a bit of a cold shoulder, China is investing in the Russian Arctic instead, economically and militarily, with joint Arctic exercises.
Welcome to the headquarters.
That's worrying Russia's neighbour Norway and its NATO allies. Deep inside this Arctic mountain, we were taken into the heart of Norway's joint military HQ. Here they watch for Russian nuclear and spy submarines, attempted sabotage of oil or gas pipelines the UK and others rely on. NATO drills in the Arctic are showy and frequent these days.
NATO allies are practicing all sorts of scenarios to be prepared and to show Moscow and Beijing they're prepared.
It's more than just practice, it's to be able to protect ourselves.
Outside the Arctic, President Trump has told Europe, do more for your own defence. But here, they're in it together.
The Russian concentration of nuclear weapons, the capabilities that Russia is deploying are not only aimed at Europe, but also at the US.
NATO, China, Russia. There are so many rival powers now in the Arctic, also involved in conflicts elsewhere like Ukraine. The risk of spillover here is growing.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
We have the Valuations Act 1967. Now, that becomes an issue.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we look at the valuation industry in Papua New Guinea.
So with that, for customary landowners, it is very important that they have to get their lands registered at Lands Department. Having the ILG for their land is very important.
That's on Monday night.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. MoneyPlus has renewed its commitment to developing Capital Rugby Union, presenting a 250,000 kina check today. This marks their 3rd year as a naming rights sponsor of the junior program.
This is MoneyPlus' 3rd consecutive year of sponsoring CRU Junior program. Speaking during the presentation, Mr. Karai Morea, head of commercial for MoneyPlus, stressed on the sponsorship.
Our sponsorship shows our commitment to youth development, building healthy communities, and providing equal access to sporting opportunities, especially for young people who may not have equal access.
Since 2023, MoneyPlus is inspiring rugby growth through Capital Rugby Union Junior program, not just in numbers, but in passion, confidence, and teamwork.
This is a very important partnership.
that we have formed and that we're building on. At CRU, we have 4 key pillars that we have established. And this particular one with Money Plus as our naming rights sponsor for our junior program is a very critical and important pillar for Capital Rugby Union.
Meanwhile, General Manager for Capital Rugby Union says Money Plus fully supports CRU's vision and mission of creating a rugby environment that inspires people in pursuit of excellence and build rugby culture based on ownership, leadership, partnership and responsibility.
Just to set things straight, Money Plus has been part of rugby for the past, I think, better part of the past 10 years. They've sponsored a few clubs and assisted the comp where they could, and to have them come on board as major sponsors for one of our key pillars and programs and continue that support.
Money Plus is proud to support not only rugby but all sporting initiatives across PNG because sports builds disciplined athletes and future leaders. Joel Mipari, Chukai Sports.
Exciting news for PNG cricket as youngster Gaba Frank and the PNG Lewas team are finalists in the 2025 SP Sports Awards.
Cricket PNG celebrating big achievements. Gaba Frank, captain of the Garamuts, is a finalist of Junior Male Athlete of the Year in the 2025 SP Sports Award. His leadership and strong performance earned him this honor. The PNG Lewas, the national women's team, are also finalists of the Team of the Year. Chairman Michael Harrison says this shows their hard work and talent. Gaba was recently picked for the Barramandi's men's train-on squad. The Lewas, now in 4 more years of one-day international status, are ranked 15 in 50 over cricket and 12th in the T20. The winners of the SP Sports Awards will be announced on 14 June at the Crown Hotel in Port Moresby. The public can vote for the People's Choice Award before 30th May. Joel Mipari, Chukai Sports.
Chukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja, ya?
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
More than the life we know. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. The pasta, the white sauce. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. The Papua New Guinea Basketball Federation has released the match draw for the Corporate Hoops competition, scheduled for May 26th at the Tarama Aquatic Center.
In Court 1, BSP 1 faces PNG Power. PNG Ports take on DNPM St. John Smith Money Plus. BSP 2 challenges Kenya Bank. Post PNG goes against Vodafone and Customs battle Kumul Mineral Limited. Court 2 will see NCDC play Westpac. PM NEC versus Santos Credit Corp meets Dataco. NBC faces BNBM. TWM challenges Education and Ford takes on Telecom. The tournament promises intense rivalry among top corporate teams, drawing fans and family for exciting matches of basketball action. PNG Basketball Federation encourages supporters to attend and cheer for their teams. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
And now to overseas sports. In AFL, Bailey Smith and the Cats have defeated his old side, the Western Bulldogs, at Cardinia Park.
In one of the most hyped matchups of the season, the Cats ended up 14-point winners. All eyes were on Smith as he faced his former teammates. It was also Mitch Duncan's 300th AFL game. He was cheered from the field. After the match, Smith insisted there was no issue with his former teammates.
Mate, they were good. They looked after me. I don't know if they meant to. I think they thought I wanted the attention, which I didn't. So it was good. So yeah, got away with it, and yeah, just keen to be able to beat them. But either way, if we lost, it was just good to compete. They're obviously an informed side, and they're bloody killing it. So it's good to see.
In tennis, the Friends Open starts on Sunday, and the Aussie Alex de Minaur has a tough draw at Roland Garros.
The number 9 seed, who made the quarterfinals last year, faces Serbian Laszlo Djere in the opening round and could meet fellow Aussie James Duckworth in the second. Czech teenage superstar Jakub Mensik and Brit Jack Draper are also likely opponents before a potential quarter-final against his most dreaded matchup, Jannik Sinner.
In basketball, Perth Wildcats guard Bryce Cotton signed a 3-year deal with the Adelaide 36ers.
It is a massive coup for the 36ers and a stunning turnaround for the 5-time MVP, who announced his departure from the Wildcats in March, saying he would go overseas. Cotton's signing is exciting news for basketball fans in Adelaide. The 36ers haven't made the NBL playoffs since 2018.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of good pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Secure your advertising today with MTV. Vocal Fusion Season 12. Book now. Contact our sales team on 312-9200 or email mtvsales@mtv.com.pg.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes,
Hi, this is David.
highlighting our local sports developments across the nation,
All eyes are on Auckland. Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
and our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name's Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
all the younger ones should follow.
Sports Scene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we know. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In Southern Region, Port Moresby City, cloudy periods with some possible rain and thunderstorms. Daru, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerma, cloudy periods with possible showers and thunderstorms. Alotau, mostly cloudy with some rain at times and possible thunderstorms. In Popondetta, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorm. In the Momase region, Lae City, cloudy with some evening rain showers. Medeng, cloudy with some rain and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. In Vanimo, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with few brief showers and possible thunderstorm. Kavieng, cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorm. Kokopo and Rabaul, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Kimbe, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Buka, partly cloudy with few showers. In the Islands region, Mount Agin City, few showers. Goroka Bands and Kundiawa, cloudy with some rain and possible thunderstorm. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with frequent heavy showers and possible thunderstorms. To the small ships forecast, waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Island, to Kerma, to Yule Island, to Wood Point, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Wood Point to Samarai Island, to Cape Vogel and all Millen Bay Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of north of Cape Vogel to One Gulf to Finsterfen, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Finsterfen through Vitia Strait to Siasi Island to Dampier Strait to Long Island, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Long Island to Medeng to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of New Ireland and Bougainville seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of New Britain Island seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. To ocean forecast, Coral Sea seas moderate to rough, southeast to easterly winds of 15 to 25 knots, reaching 33 knots. Solomon Sea seas slight, easterly to northeast winds of 5 to 50 knots. Bismarck Sea seas slight, easterly to southeast winds of 10 to 50 knots. And Pacific Ocean seas smooth, northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Friday, the 23rd of May 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next, at 7 p.m. Elite Music Zone, 8 p.m. Talk PC News Headlines, followed by AFL Premiership Season.